Okay, there we go. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Had another update to the game. Things got a little wonky again. Even for whatever reason, my mic wasn't working on OBS, so I got it now. We're all good. I don't know why I'm having such issues with all this now, but hopefully we're good now. We'll see. But hello everyone, welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV, where last time we are trying to help the Shardians with figuring out how to get their Aether Burner, which are the propellants for their spaceship that is going to hopefully be able to reach the moon and back in order to transport both people and goods that the Sharlayan people are going to need in order to escape Etheris. Or is it? We are going to try to help them figure out their issue, and in exchange, they're going to hear us out on a secondary way of using it, which we're hoping to use it to reach Meteon, who has escaped out into space. Hey, Vanilla. Long time no see. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah. So far, we very quickly were able to figure out some of the ways in order to both get more efficiency and more power out of the Aether Burners by getting... Oh, I forget what the material is, but it's a main component from a certain section of Dalmud that we managed to call in some people in order to help us, as well as the sacred artifacts from the Far East, from Ishgard, that we've also been able to call in some favors for. So, yeah. You doing alright? Good, good. And at this point in time, the Loprits have arrived in Sharlayan, and we've been showing them around in order to hopefully get them better ideas of what the people might additionally need. Such as, because they didn't even realize this, but people need water. Water is fairly important in order to survive. So hopefully they're going to use all that we've shown them to make things better for the eventual trip, whichever trip it so happens to be. We're also... The next quest we're on now is seeking out troubled souls in the Sharlayan hamlet. We are going to match a Loprit with a person who has a trouble that they may need talking about. Which I think is a wonderful idea, because that'll stave off any distressing thoughts that the end of days might feed upon. So we're kind of fighting the sources at the root cause. Always drink water as I take a drink of water real quick. It's fairly important, especially in these summer months. Stay hydrated, people. So let us find people that need a counseling session with a bunny person. I don't like that the circle's a little bit over here and a little bit over here. Makes me think that there might be some people hiding in the outskirts. Concerned Gleaner. Apologies, but I'm awaiting a delivery. Whatever it is, we'll have to wait. It seems this Gleaner is too busy to chat, for his benefit or otherwise. It might be fine. Might might not be anyone out here. Oh, cool glowy birds though. Oh, never mind. You're... I don't know about that face. Center Prabasta? Let's not. Let's see where else we can go. Oh, level-headed engineer. Hello. Concerns? Nah, there's no point in worrying at this stage. It'll only make the work go that much slower. This woman seems to be coping well. Alright. Come, Hemingway. Distracted researcher. Oh, you okay, buddy? Oh, he's just picking. 56 bunches of weeds in the ground, 56 bunches of weeds, rip one out, add to the man, 55 bunches of weeds in the... I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in need of a little break, you see, but then I found myself unable to relax at all. So I went on a walk, and then I noticed these weeds. And... you need someone to talk to? Pleasant conversation partners and oh so fuzzy? Goodness me, that does sound like a much better way to relax. Oh, she's running, yep. Good. Is there anyone up here? Oh god, I thought the ones that didn't need any, like, help were gonna be added to this, but no, I need to actually find the troubled souls. Ooh, this is gonna take a little bit, isn't it? That's fine. Harried Aetherologist. Hello! Blasted assistants! Where have they gone off to at a time like this? Beg pardon, but I have not the time for idle chit-chat. I need to reconfirm that aether levels are consistent throughout the vessel's machinery. It seems I shall have to do so single-handedly. I swear, when I find those assistants of mine... The Thopperts are willing to help. Why didn't you say so? At least they won't bemoan how they checked 24 times already and haven't slept in weeks. Lazy sods. The frick? I don't blame them for trying to escape for a break. Cannon. I like Burcannon. Is there anyone hiding over here? No. It's outside of the... It's outside of the circle. Alright. No one being sneaky and hiding out here. Calm, researcher. Worries. No, I believe I'm fine, thank you. I've been confiding in my colleagues, and it's helped a lot. Can't recommend it enough. Researcher already has the support she needs. Good for her. Now I think about it too. Do I have any new... Oh certainly do. El Pipharos? Carrying our song Lemurs. Mains exit attorney? I don't know what this is, but I'll have it, I guess. I don't know, it's a new title. I think the Lemurs is an old title, it's just at the bottom of the list for whatever reason. Had a few more debatives. Skeptical researcher. Have you heard anything of what's on the moon? I have no doubt that we can make it up there, but the searching for a new star part of the plan sounds awfully vague to me. I asked the forum, but they'll only tell us that our collaborators have everything under control. Forgive me, but I don't feel particularly safe wandering through the sea of stars on God knows what, made of God knows who. You mean to say that I can speak with them directly? Amazing. I hope they like questions. Good. Oh, anguished engineer. What am I thinking about? The medical facilities on the ship, of course. I designed them with the assistance of our sages and Shrungians, but to imagine every illness or injury that one might face in that great expanse is beyond any of us, to say nothing of the effects that living out there indefinitely might have on the body. The crew from the moon? Why did I not think of that? Good. Next, capacious researcher. Oh, capricious researcher, sorry. The end of the world is nigh, yet the work goes no faster. Schedules are such temperamental things, feasible one moment, utterly bollocks the next. And yet, I've never felt so alive. This one is beyond your help. Only sleep can save her now. Oh my gosh, lady, get some sleep. You're going a little crazy. This place is so big. Oh. Hyperventilating engineer, oh god. Are you okay, buddy? By the gods, my chest is tight. Am I dying? Is this what dying feels like? Steady, deep breaths. Oh, do pardon me. I didn't see you there. There's no cause for concern, I assure you. No cause for concern, though we may need to depart at any moment. If the hull I designed buckles under the strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch, claiming countless lives and dooming all mankind. That is highly unlikely. Yes, highly unlikely. Highly. Calm down. Our visitors can help me triple check for structural flaws, you say? Why, that would be wonderful. I'm breathing more easily again. Goodness, buddy. We don't need you passing out. Aha! Grimacing naturalist. Everything okay? My face? What's wrong with my... Ow. perhaps I am a bit tense. I was tasked with ensuring that the proper fauna, and only the proper fauna, are brought with us to the moon. However, the suitability of a few species is still under debate, and I can hardly make the decisions myself when I know so little about the environment up there. Including the Loprits in our discussions is a wonderful idea. I absolutely will, thank you. Perhaps their biology itself might offer some clues as well. Don't. Okay. Okay, I think I found them. Ponderous mathematician. Everything okay? Consult our collaborators. I suppose that would be more effective than sitting here brooding. I'm attempting to calculate how much cargo we can consolidate into fewer trips. Should the Aetherburner make our original estimates unfeasible, but there are simply too many variables. I feel as if my brow were turned inside out. But perhaps our lunar associates will have more insight into how much weight constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know. Then potentially the last one over here. Occupied Administrator. How might I help you? Do you need anyone to talk to? Are you doing alright? Why, what a lovely idea. I too noticed people becoming rather tense, so I rushed out to pluck some fresh and fragrant tea leaves. Now I need only track down 100 or so cups. But don't you worry, I can manage. I hope your plan to cheer everyone up goes well. This woman is doing better than you are. Aw. I guess that's fair. Alright, we're looking for our final person. This won't be hard to find at all, right? Should be easy. Oh! Tired Gleaner. Is anything bothering me? Well, I've been loading cargo for bells now, so my back feels like a void sense plated as a piano. My feet and knees are drums and cymbals too. This Gleaner seems fine, if in need of a break. Alright. Good. At this point, I'm just looking behind houses. That was fine, but I didn't look behind here, did I? That's fine. So I went around, but again, I didn't check over here. Okay, how about up? Did check up here, didn't I? Oh, can we go inside? Oh, inside. Oh, not inside. Okay. Nah. I couldn't remember if we could go in there, if that was one of the lifts. Oh. No, okay. Oh. Scribble Administrator. I don't know what that word is. You! Yes, you! You idiot! Have you seen an envelope lying about? What? Why the frick you call me an idiot? this imbecile refuses to give me the alchemic I ordered without that bloody slip of parchment. No, I'm sorry. Unless your friends have a spell to make me remember where I dropped my damned envelope, I doubt there'll be more help than you. You've wasted enough of my time already. It would be unfortunate for all involved to inflict this man upon the Loprins. Nothing to repair. Where the frick is the last one? Wait a minute. Oh god, there they are. Despondent engineer. Yo! You okay? Just leave me to my misery before I'm gonna appoint someone else. I apologize. I simply don't know what to do. How am I supposed to pilot the Ark if I'm already falling apart under the pressure? There are plenty of Loprins that can talk. You know, a starship pilot that I might speak with? Truly. Well then, there's no time to waste. They can help me prepare for this monumental task. There we go. Nice. Finally. Let's get back to Urian J. Oh gosh, they're all talking to Loprins. Yay! Fine to admit you're scared, you know. Oh. When you put it that way, in the long run, however, most of you won't die. Don't worry, only some of you will. It's inevitable. Well, so much does not cause respiratory problems. That estimate... Oh, I missed that. Oh, well. No. Alright, Ariane. Behold, Gent, though thine efforts word hath spread throughout Labyrinthos, fairly to a greater and far greater number than we anticipated, the Boumet doth gather more Loprins as we speak. I shall assign each in accordance with their skills, and new bonds of friendship might be forged. Should greater matters require not thine attentions, watch over them, I prithee. There we go. The music's calmed down again. Nice.
Phew! Oh, finally some rest. Why, I haven't spoken so much in, well, in forever.
Hey,
Lively, isn't
Thumbprint.
it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
I don't blame them.
Twould behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Uriange. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. age, filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt.
Oh, yeah?
Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget...
Brita. Oh, is that her parents? Oh,
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Yes, I am.
oh.
Wilson and Blovida, Sharlayan's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moonbreeder's parents.
It hath been some time. Tis good to see you in good health.
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
I'll say, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where.
Oh.
Do you have any idea how worried we were?
Oh.
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know. We always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. no matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy our daughter trusted and believed in more than anyone grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
Buddy.
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
This moon breeder. She was important to him, wasn't she?
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing.
No, I'm fine.
And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
Stupid game. Remind me to invite Urianger for a drink when we have a moment to breathe. We're long overdue for one. You can raise a glass to Mumbrita. I was so busy asking questions about Ethris that I never thought to ask more about Urianger. I'd like to, but where would I begin? Goodness me, I've never felt like there was so little time before. There's so many people to talk to, so many things to learn. I assure you that my fellow Loprits are equally excited to have this opportunity. They were humming the whole way here. We spent so long gazing at the star, wondering and hoping. But to be here now, to walk amongst the people, to be a part of their lives and know that we made a difference. So much more than I ever dreamed. But you must be one of the Scions, correct? Thank you for caring for my daughter. The time she spent with you was all too short, but I know she was proud to have you as comrades. Urianger is too, I'm sure. I certainly feel better for knowing he was good friends to look after him, so that he comes home from time to time, Alien. Vasco Roganin language is so different from Yulzin. Do you ever wonder why we named our daughter Moon's Bride? When I first held her, the moon was shining silver and full. The whole world seemed to glow. I knew I had chosen her, that she would be a beacon of that selfsame light. Of course, we'd later hear our fair share of jokes about how we ought to have gone for sun instead, with how bright and stubborn she was. But fiery as my Moonbreather was, she was always kind and gentle. You okay? Oh, Gent. Be assured that I am fine. I am... buddy. Full glad to see them too. After so very long. Gladder still that it was in your company. As difficult as it was to accept their kindness, it would have been far harder had I faced them alone. The pall of anxiety over Charlene Hamlet has thinned to more manageable levels. Thou hast my gratitude for lending courage to the Lockers. Not disposed to rest on their laurels, several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to their stations. Some few may still come hither seeking counsel, so shall I remain to aid them as need be. Thou art needed elsewhere, do not let me detain thee. Thancred might need me. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check on Alize. Last I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of boxes up. Oh god. I could go myself, but we both know whose help she's less likely to scorn. Not to mention that, much to my misfortune, I can think of several other things I ought to be doing. Until later. Let's go help Alize, as well as some of the people here. We can get some aether streams, it seems. Musselfred is awful worried about something. Oh, what am I to do? Ah, you're that adventurer who helped out the students of Baldessian, aren't you? I suppose it matters not to you, but my son seems to have run away. I thought only researchers lived here. Ah, yes, simply put, my wife and I work at Emporia, and she happened to conceive whilst we were living here in Charlene Hamlet. I assure you, we had many sleepless nights wondering if we should quit our jobs and move up Renthus, or trust the child to a friend of ours who dwells somewhere more suitable. Ultimately, we decided to continue our works while raising the child here, after all. Our research is focused on the very future that our offspring will inhabit. The issue is, however, that the magic that prevents us from revealing anything confidential is too potent to be used on children. Of course, we can't allow the little one to roam freely. There's no telling what he might impart onto others. So, he has spent his entire life thus far within the confines of the Charlene Hamlet. Recently had a slight spat with him, and, well, he decided to flee. I imagine me going after him would only make things worse. Could I ask you to talk to him in my stead? I'm sure he'd be much more willing to listen to anyone other than his parents at this point. Sure, give it to me. Thank you. Verpalane, my boy, is most likely in the plaza to the east. I cannot imagine he struck out any further on his own. Fine. are you? God damn it, not this again. I am not going to go home so easily. Okay. You probably won't believe me either, but I've noticed that all is not right in Labyrinthos. Why don't you try telling me first? I'm a good listener. No! Your eyes got really big there. Fine. I shall tell you what I have seen. The color of the artificial light here changed recently. I'm sure most people haven't noticed, but when you've spent your whole life here, the difference is like night and day. Even so, no one will take me seriously when I bring it up. All because of my age. Got into a big fight with Father about it. But Labyrinthos is in danger. Who knows what would happen if the artificial sun broke? That's why I can't go home just yet. I need to get to the bottom of this first. Although, I am scared to venture outside on my own. They say there's countless monsters out there. I don't suppose you would come with me? I could pay you. It's not much, but I do get pocket money from my parents. You don't need to pay me, kid. I thought you were different from the rest, but now you're treating me like a child, too. This is a proper deal, alright? You've got to take my money to make it binding. Alright. Sorry, kid. Then it's settled. Alright. And I ignore you till later. Well, I need the experience. Gleaner. Another friend. Pierre Gleaner is watching you with great interest. You're a visitor to Charlene, aren't you? You do have a worldly look about you. As a gleaner, I too have journeyed far and wide. Tell me, where's the farthest you have ventured? Another world. That meant to be a jest. The look on your face tells me you're serious. You should do nicely. You see, I need a more experienced traveler to say a prayer for me before I leave for Girabadia. If you would do me the honor, the reactor operator by the tower to the south should have a lantern crystal prepared for the purpose. Okay. I can do that, I suppose. Oh. How are you doing? So you're invited to join the pack? The pack, you and me. Active the casual. Set possible lots of players from beginner to legacy. 24/7 bus, free items edge, and the FC estate. Tastefully decorated, we do weekly treasure hunts, mountain farms, raids, etc. Almost daily, Discord optional. but I'm not really that interested in joining the FC right now. Might consider another time if you still want me then, though. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's Alice. Whoops. Not quite ready to help Alice yet. Are you here for the crystal? Hope it does some good for that gleaner. Those folks need all the luck they can get. Lanterns light the way through the darkness. The tool which can mean the difference between life and death. They're synonymous with safe passage, and as such, it has become custom in recent days to imbue the crystals inside with prayers of a more seasoned traveler. And today, that traveler is you. Simply face a crystal and pray for the safety of the traveler to be, if you will. A colleague recently told me about the power of Akasa, a concept taught in Ratatan, and how it reacts to strong emotion. What if this method of praying to a crystal is a manifestation of that power? Well, that should about do it. With luck, your prayers will help guide the gleaner safely through the perils of his journey. You have a lantern crystal for me. Crystal imbued with hope for a safe journey. Yeah, my thanks. With your prayer fueling its light, I have faith that it will keep me safe until my return. Now I depart for Garabanya. I hope your travels are successful as well as mine. see. Squeal, squeal. Do you need any help? Shent, what are you doing out here? Just checking to see if you need any help. No, I don't mind if you help with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting of tasks. Are you sure? Yeah. Well, I appreciate the assistance. We need to get these to Aporia. Time is short, of course, but they're full of organic specimens and samples, so try not to be too rough with them. Alphino should be waiting for us when we arrive. I'll see you there. Quest objective requires transporting. You have 210 seconds to complete the objective. Learn more about the quest objectives with the thing. Doing the thing. Yeah, no. I'm going off-road, because I don't want to run into those things. Carrying an object in your arms, growing weird with every passing second. There's Alphino. Oh, you're helping with the crates. Wonderful. You can put that there with the others. Oh. You have my gratitude, but how do you come to be involved in this? Then I suppose I have Thancred to thank as well. If you're wondering why we were tasked with bringing these boxes to Aporia to begin with, so was I. Turns out this is a base of operations of sorts. Those with final say as to what is included in the ship's manifest can be found here. Father included, I suspect. That should be everything. You carried all of that at once? Are you trying to injure yourself? Oh, hush. They're lighter than they look, and not everyone has your delicate arms. I suppose we should let someone know that we're finished. Theo Paulden is in the courtyard. We can report to him. Why don't you come along? You should get credit for your assistance, at least. Considering where we are, we might even learn something interesting. True. Very true. Alphino. Keep. Let Traveler. Refine. Also a Dune. Theo Bolden. God, it never ends, does it? What can I do for you? We brought samples from Charlie and Hamlet. Series 110? The crates are by the entrance. Ah, thank you. I'd expected one of my colleagues, but we are dreadfully short-handed. Just a moment. Are you Fortuno's children, are you not? Alphino and Alice at your service. We're well acquainted. You're well acquainted with Father, I take it? Quite. I'd been friends with your parents since our days at the studium. I remember when we were ye-high, waddling hither and thither. Or when you were. Good, it's been quite some time since we've met. It is good to see you again. wielding your father's Nochlus, no less. You know our parents when they were young. What were they like? Pray spare no detail. Would you like nothing more than to regale you? Alas, I am meant to be in charge here. Reams of paperwork, one for submission. We can help with that, in exchange for the sort of stories our parents would never willingly divulge, of course. Very well then. There happens to be 3 sets of documents in need of delivery, so how about you each take one? Wait, right there. So very eager. Thank you, thank you. You'll find a form representative waiting to collect these near the southernmost structure. I hope I haven't kept her waiting too long. Never mind Alphino and Alize. I'm certain they'll be back soon enough. Okay. Around the south, you said? Pardon me, goodness. Whoa, wait a minute. Are you not one of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? I thought you were meant to be working on the Eighth Burner. Nature of this paperwork is not a particularly well-guarded secret, but due to how dull it is to read, will nevertheless remain largely unknown. Theopoldin's paperwork. I was beginning to worry he had misplaced his quill. I appreciate your help in seeing these documents to my hands, at least. As for your other task, pray keep this between us. But I sincerely hope you Scions succeed. The Exodus is, without a doubt, the most monumental undertaking in the history of the Forum, and so we must circumspect it in all respects. Risk is a privilege we cannot afford ourselves. At its heart, however, Charlian has ever been a nation of the curious. It would be a tragedy indeed if we were the ones to stymie your pursuits of truth. Oh, I made it back before the other dude. Damn. Okay. Quick and efficient. I dare say you have a talent for this work. The twins' papers only needed to be delivered to elsewhere in the facility, so they should be returning any moment. At the same time, too. Nice. We return with not a scrap of paperwork remaining on our persons, you will note. You both have my thanks. And my apologies for sending you on an errand far below your ambitions. Even as a babe, you struggled out of your swaddling clothes, and... That is quite enough of that, thank you. It was compromising stories of our parents that we asked to hear, to reiterate. Of course, of course. I've known your father for so long, I must have something. Well, as you know, part of why the Levier name garners such respect in Charlian is your family's storied history. You too can trace your ancestry directly to those who came aboard Yunkum's Hope, a lineage few can claim. I've never thought much of it myself. It's not as though our forebears founded our nation. They were simply there when it happened. Nevertheless, it has traditionally been a point of pride. 'Tis why Nyunkrumpf's pronouncement, renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason, has ever been our family's creed. Until your grandfather's time, aye. Archon Louiso looked not to Nyunkrumpf's words, but his deeds. He asserted in defiance of his peers that choosing to save the great and the small from the rising tides was the true mark of our founder's virtue. Perhaps it was his expertise, his knowledge of ancient prophecy and the fall of civilizations that led him to conclude that the eschew conflict at every turn was to consign mankind to his doom. Words. There will ever be conflict, and calamity will follow. Thus, to ignore the plight of those who might conceivably save it is not wisdom, it is indolence. You remember his words well. Indeed, Archon Louiseau lived by that personal creed, and used every means at his disposal to bring succor to those in need, Charlian or no. No one loved and admired your grandfather more than his son. Yet Fortunato could not reconcile Louiseau's deeds with the philosophy of his forebears and his fears, a philosophy in which he believed so fervently, it made a pariah of his father. Fortunato agonized over this contradiction much of his life. God's father. Son can carry his father's blood, but his choices are his own to bear. Is it not always thus? Gods know Fortunato's a cranky old goat, so I'm sure he butt heads often enough. Yet even so, you must know that you are constantly in his thoughts, every moment of every day, and that is not an exaggeration in the slightest. You should have seen him when you were born. Barely recognizable he was, with a kind of dumbfounded grin I'd not seen since he first took a fancy to your mother. He was practically skipping when he told me the news. Take my word for it. He loves you to an embarrassing degree. But he's also frustratingly single-minded. Once he's decided that a given action is for the best, he will stay the course no matter who or what opposes him. A profoundly annoying habit when you're on the other end of it, as I'm sure you'll agree. I'll say. Thank you for your insight. When next we meet our parents, I shall mention that we spoke. Try not to get me into too much trouble now. I need the form on my side. Speaking of which, I ought to get back to work. I have to make sure those specimens you brought back, make it to their proper places, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. We can speak again later. Alright. Right on. Hell, you three? Hey! Graha! Surely Coco hasn't driven you out of the forge already. For better or for worse, no. However, he has set me a task that requires more than a single pair of hands. And here you are. I could use at least one of you, but I won't object more. Unfortunately, Alizé and I have prior commitments, and we have delayed too long as it is. What about you, Shent? Can you spare the time? Yeah. Perfect. This shouldn't take too long. Alright, what's up? Much as I'd like to press the Paladin for more revealing tidbits, we should be getting back to our tasks. It is strange to hear Father spoken of in such a way, but I suppose he would find your view of me no less odd. An unspecified task awaits you. In the event that our, and I quote, promised heap of adamantite falls right out of the bloody sky and into my lap, Master Cockle wishes to be ready to put the proverbial hammer to anvil at a moment's notice. To fabricate these parts, however, he needs the flames in Cockle's forge to burn hotter. He sent me to increase the amount of aether being funneled to his furnaces. The flow of fire-aspected aether in Labyrinthos is regulated by an elemental reactor south of here, to which I have borrowed the key. The adjustment will require 2 people to carry out safely, but I can explain the process when we arrive. This is where we part then. We'll see you in Charlian Hamlet once the Adamantite arrives, if not before. Alright. Hell yeah. This way then. After you. To the south, to the south. We're about to see most of the place. Just a few areas I've not been to. Here, here, and here. Center Appa? Yo. Alright, what are we doing? The reactor is housed within this facility. I'll be the one to go inside and adjust the fire aether output. When I do, a rather large amount of water aspected aether will issue from the vent at the top. Expect this to attract at least a few elementals, which we would both rather not be drawn into the reactor itself. Trust me. Can I ask that you put down any that draw too near? They'll pose you a little trouble, I'm sure. I got this. However, I do want to summon my Chocobo. Wait here if you would. Come on out, Karen. Wait. Let's get this charged. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Did everything go smoothly out here? Yeah, I think so. I thought as much. No major complications to speak of inside either. I can never speak. The water aether appears to be venting properly. Expect Kokol will have seen a difference in his forge flames by the time I return. Since I have you, there was another matter I thought to discuss with you. What's up? Nothing terribly important, merely something I've been considering. Part of this I shared with everyone, yet you and only you have been to Elpis. As we have established, refined adamantite is a product of Alec, of the Empire's Twilight years, in fact. It was a material which saw much use as part of the Allagan's efforts to extend beyond the boundaries of this world, Dalamet, of course, being the most prominent. Of those who would push further, expand Allagan's empire to encompass the heavens and the stars above, perhaps the greatest was his infamous technologist, Ammon. Did he remember his life as Hermes? I believe he had his own reasons. There's no evidence to suggest that he retained memories of his former life. He only joined the Ascians once the Empire was all but dust, as you know. If not his memory, though, what drove him to pursue the idea with such fervor? This may seem far-fetched, but why do souls like minds have a personality, so to speak? A natural disposition towards which they are inclined. We know with relative certainty that it was the gross decadence and inexorable decline of Alig that moved Ammon to resurrect Emperor Zonde. The Empire's people spoke lightly of death and destruction, experimenting on those they deemed beneath them to fill the emptiness in their hearts. In facilitating Zonde's return, Ammon provided these languid souls with the means to free themselves from the mire of their own indolence. Or would have, had not Zonde been convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Ammon's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heavens could only be a means to the same end, to instill the people with new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Ammon was appalled by how those around him lived, but could never bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning. Both of them sought that meaning, that hope in the distant stars. Such is my theory, anyway. Ultimately, it is the consequences of their actions which matter. Their motives are of no moment. And yet, to reach those stars on wings of adamantite, to travel to the ends of creation and beyond, promise of hope everlasting. That much I do understand. But enough musings for now. Why don't we see how Kokol is getting on? Yeah. Hopefully doing alright. Yay, it's raining. Alright. Ah, we can just make the length around nice. I did thoroughly brief Opal on refined adamantite's history. I only volunteered to go to the reactor because I was finished and there was little else to do. Hopefully that dispels any misapprehensions that I was kicked out of prattling on. Whew, I can feel those flames blazing from here. Glad you found someone capable, Graha, but there's not much left for you to do thought to do. Unless you can conjure up that refined adamantite any faster. No, I don't think so. Kokol Dankle. Dan Kokol is, as usual, worked up over the Aether Burner. I do trust you to deliver on your promise. I do, only... I hate waiting! I want that adamantite and I want it now! Wait. Share your impatience, I assure you. Is there truly nothing else we can assist with in the meantime? I wish. This sitting about's unbearable. Pity the form frowns on recreational explosions. No fireworks for you. Well, so long as they can't prove it was premeditated. Get you gone. I have mistakes to make. Fair enough. In that case, I suppose I should go and return the key to the reactor. I'll have one more look to make sure there's nothing has gone wrong, unintentionally or otherwise. Certainly there are better uses for your time, however. I'll join you in the Charlian Hamlet anon. Okay, now we just go back. Go ahead and use this. No. If you ain't here, your companions are bound to turn up sooner or later. Wait, your companions? Yeah. Wait with an umbrella, shit. Gonna get rained upon. You don't even have a hat. You have a feather.
All set, I take it?
Hey, Stola.
We finished what we could, delivered supplies, tracked down escaped animals, trivial tasks as they may be.
Thanks, Estinian.
That's enough, don't you think? If there was anything more important still undone, that would be a problem in itself.
The vessel is essentially ready for departure. All that remains is to load the final batch of supplies and see everyone on board. Once we've readied the ether burner, that is.
Ah, had a feeling we might find you all here.
Our consultations with the Loperates, too, have run their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have, for the most part, been allayed. Though
Good.
some insist on making adjustments to the very end. For their part, Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company, lest any lingering queries go unanswered.
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
Alphino, are you there? It's me, Cryo. Your special delivery has arrived. Round up everyone and come to the harbor at once.
Speak of the devil. Let us go at once.
Oh.
Forgive the intrusion, Master Fortuner. I bring urgent news. A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbor. Your presence is requested with all speed.
Now, where might this delivery be? Oh.
Well, I guess we didn't tell them exactly how much we needed, did we? Oh God! Also, pirate ships, airships.
I'm sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits.
12. Surely, these can't all be.
Oh no! And the Sky Pirates too! Yay! Everybody's here!
Bleeding hellfire! They're bringing them by sea and by air. All these
these folks in these crates.
And more on the way. Got your adamantite right here. A bigger haul than any of these sorry bastards brought, and that's no lie.
Yes, because you were charged with seeing the shipments from Gridania and Uldar here, along with your own. Give credit where credit is due.
Due?
Sounds like the sorry whinging of a sore loser. An hypocrite to boot.
Damn!
No way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Dalamant shard.
I'll have you know I went all the way to the entrance. Furthermore, it was my contacts that enabled us to enlist the cooperation of the Sky Pirates.
This is the cutscene that changes based on how much
Left you outside
optimal
so you wouldn't get anyone killed. did
raids
they?
and trials and
Well
stuff
then,
you do.
credit
Oh,
where credit's due, you did a right fine job sitting on your ass.
I did not know that was a thing.
Take that back. Make me.
I feel bad if I didn't do enough to make this even more epic now.
My, what a grand welcome party. Hancock and Saraban. We come bearing relics both sacred and elegant, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance.
I myself have come with a sacred relic of the Kojin. Upon learning of your need, Bunchin bade me deliver it on behalf of the Blue with all haste. Fearing I could not swim here with the necessary speed, however, I thought to beg our Confederate allies for aid. To my delight, Hancock was already preparing for departure at the self-same port, and had space for additional cargo.
I wonder how much optional stuff I missed out on.
We did, of course, need quite the impressive vessel to get it all here in time.
Dang it.
Fortunately, our Majestic associates have been more than helpful. 'Tis an honor to join the Warrior of Light on another adventure, they tell me.
That is all wonderful to hear, but what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
Patru's gonna kill you.
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino. Lord Lolorito looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East Aldenar Trading Company went to some lengths to reduce the financial liability. And since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gill need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
We funded the venture? When?
Don't let the name fool you. This coin keeper knows a thing or two about spending.
Yay, Tataru!
When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts, which is why frugality is paramount.
God, I love Tataru's character development.
We also had the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement.
Oh, yeah?
She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions. We even had coffers to fill.
Millions.
I mean,
of course, an entirely neutral party. I simply thought our family's coffers were needlessly full.
best mom.
We can hardly take them with us on your teeny-tiny toy boat, now can we? And would be a shame to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent. Waste not.
He's already getting a headache.
However did you manage so much in so short a time, though? We expected word to reach only a fraction of our allies.
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
Cryle. Oh, yo!
Erenville, you were involved too.
Yo, Anvil.
I received a letter from Cryle after we parted ways in Labyrinthos. She explained what the Scions were trying to accomplish, and why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners, spread across the world as we are. I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlotte. I accept that the Forum's aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it. Yet, in collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know. That is why I chose to help the Scions, to combat the obliteration of those countless undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters. Though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed. To make a long story short, the whole of the guildship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
There they are! Holy crap!
What's this about a ship that can fly to the moon?
What took you so long, Sid? God damn it!
And why didn't you mention it sooner? The one time you don't beg my aid, the problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon.
That's also true.
Sid, you brought the team. Of course. Garland Ironworks' finest. You need only point us towards my new favorite ship. Oh, I nearly forgot. We stopped by Whirlwind before coming here and picked up a package from Gaius.
Oh?
He's still of the mind that actions make for better penance than words, contrite or otherwise, so we offer none of the latter. What he sent is an Allegan relic Valens used in his weapons experiments. There's a fair bit of refined adamantite in it too.
Really?
As you like us not suspect, we've also brought adamantite for Mordona's Dalamud shard. I admit to some consternation upon first receiving Kryle's message. So few Scions remain at the Rising Stones now. Far too few for such an expedition. However, the Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshire's treasure hunters, not least among them. I know. How the Gobbyflock fought. Slowfix's gratitude for the safe return of his daughter has not waned, and he gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness. The clash between their machina and the Allegan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the Gobby booms.
Oh, God. The war between the Gobbies and the
I fail to see how it
Allegan
explains your
tech.
presence here. Does Razat-Han not have more pressing concerns?
We do. Yet averting the final days would be the most expedient solution. That, and I am indebted to you. Though they chose to take their leave of Thavnair, those you saved in Galimond remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words. 'Tis appropriate that I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better. You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Summer, and his journey across the great expanse. As he traveled betwixt the stars, His resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere. Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent. Ashdaya's answer was silence, as ever. Tiamat and Chrisvelgre, however, responded favorably to the suggestion. My sire, too, stirred from his slumber long enough to speak and say, "Very well. Thus have I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all."
Oh my gosh.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself along.
Bugger me, this is so unbelievable. I've gone right back round to believing it again. Forget a 6% gain in efficiency. With all these goodies, we could get 7, no, 10, no, 14 bleeding percent. Think of how far we could go. What we could do with that much power. What we could blow up.
God damn it, now!
If Kokol is duly convinced, then it must be true. In which case, the Scion's end of the bargain has been fulfilled. Would you not agree?
Yes, Father?
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. The lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
We have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
Then I will bear it with you.
Oh.
I beg you, share your struggles with me. As family. You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst. It was love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming. And a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage. I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures. The great Exodus would succeed, must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative. If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father. The Archon Louisoix openly decried Charlian's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older.
Yet even as part of me thought him a fool, perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing, when he perished at Cartano. As we pulled that twisted slab of Dalamud from the sea, I remembered the warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you. No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise. Detest me, fight me tooth and nail, I would suffer it, and more, and be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship. I was wrong. You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared dream. You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
Good. Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard, that we have felt and learned in our travels. Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful. Always.
Oh no. Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures. Whatever will happen if he learns what you were really up to?
Millions. Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well. I assumed that it was the Scion's influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger.
I mean, not entirely
Yours
wrong.
in particular. I see now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today. In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
If we've finished loitering about the harbor, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
Perhaps you can spare a few words ere they resume the tedious
Oh,
lugging
God.
of cargo. You've no small number of friends and admirers here, after all.
I love you all. Thank you. Lend us your strength. Yay.
Your assistance is appreciated. Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
Yay. That was so good. Finally. Tataru? My throat hurts from directing so many people to Labyrinthos. That only proves we got our money's worth. Apologies for not informing you earlier of Arnville's involvement. It was something of a contingency plan. Thank goodness we had him and his fellow gleaners to hand, though. It would have been monstrously difficult to locate Cid and transport the Hunnish delegation here otherwise. I had no idea how massive a weight it was until he lifted it off his shoulders. But more importantly, his words were an affirmation that the path we walk is the right one. Part of me might have been satisfied so long as my family and friends survived the final days, but to save this star is what we all wanted most. And if those same people believe that I can help see it done, who am I to say otherwise? Come what may, I will fight for this world of ours until the very end. Cannot wait to see what our friends from the Ironworks do with the ship. Oh, that's true. If I never see another crate again, it will be too soon. Unaided, we Scions could never have gathered such a bounty. Refined adamantite, relic sacred and ancient alike. I find myself quite overcome. The time has come to claim our prize. Are you prepared? True. Lee sent a letter along with Gridania's contribution. It seems she traveled there to aid in their adamantite recovery. Evidently, journeying to Gridania was quite the trial, as was getting into Dalamud shards, as was reaching its depths. I suspect she'll have a few kind words to say about the Alligans next we meet. True. I feel bad for these now. We finally managed to clear the harbor, which means the rest is in the engineers' capable hands. Meanwhile, Father has issued to us an invitation. As we agreed, he will reveal the means by which Heidelin may be contacted. We are to meet him at Aporia when we're ready. Given the vital knowledge she holds, I suggest we leave without delay. It transpires, however, that the Forum's method of speaking with her is not without risks. I am curious to hear what those might entail, but regardless, be warned. Most of those who arrive with the adamantite have offered to stay and see to any remaining tasks that need doing. The Forum has already asked for my assistance in overseeing the process, so you needn't worry about a thing. Thank you, Tataru. We're off to Aporia, then. Fortuno? Shit, I've already shown the others inside. You'll want to speak with Claire Lane. She has the key to the lift and can send you down after me. Oh, we're going even farther down. Instead of higher and higher, we're going deeper and deeper. You're Master Fortuno, yes? Just step inside the lift here. I'll talk to you in a second. I wanna... There we go. Alright. From here we proceed to the heart of Labyrinthos, and its most clearly guarded secret, Thaumazian. Marks the beginning and end of our efforts, whence we delve to seek audience with the star, and whence we will embark on our journey to the heavens. This way, if you please. Here we go. Okay. Okay. I bid you welcome to Thalmazine. Direct your attention towards its center to behold the ark over which we have long labored. It is very impressive. As you can see, 'twas designed as a medium-sized craft, to reduce fuel consumption. Miniaturizing magics have been applied to its interior to ensure that the thrust-to-weight ratio does not place too great a limitation on its freight capacity. The Aether burner, as you know, has been removed from 4 for the modification, but we can reattach it soon enough. I've received word that Kukul and several of your allies are working on it with an intense fervor. They are sure to see it done. 'Twas by their expertise that many a prior disaster was diverted. If anything, I fear they will not afford us much time for speaking with Heidelin ere they finish. Point taken. Let us move on. I must warn you again, however, that even with the benefit of our device, to treat with her is not a simple feat. Okay. I doubt this is what Aaronville meant when he said that there remains much we do not know, but I still can't believe everything that was hidden beneath the city this entire time. It was the Alligans who first combined the mechanical and ethereal sciences into a revolutionary discipline. Given that this ship is nothing short of a technological marvel in that precise vein, Alligan's salvage should suit it well. 'Twould seem enchantments most advanced have been woven into the ship's very bones. Wilson and Blowida were doubtless called upon for their expertise in teleportation magics. You feel it too, don't you? The ship is impressive, but it pales in comparison to the vast primordial power beneath our feet. I didn't feel it, but now that's kind of ominous. We must learn of Heidelin's greater plan. We can only hope that she also knows the current location of Medion. We could do neither if we do not focus on whatever trial awaits us within. If meeting Heidelin proves difficult even for the Forum, then perhaps I... Oh, 'tis an unformed idea at this phase, I'm afraid. I will duly inform you if anything comes of it. I can well imagine the zeal with which they're working on the Aether burner, and all I can say is that I'm glad we have something to do other than get in their way. Once it's ready, we'll see to it that the ship is put to good use. To think how many generations labored for this end, that we aim higher still. We must spare no preparation, and that means speaking with Heidelin no matter the cost. I have done what I can to impress upon you the gravity of what lies ahead. Are you prepared? Yes! Also, allow me to wear this hat. I want to see what it looks like. I don't know about this. You know what? Sure. Why not? Fortunato is ready to lead you to Heidelin at last. Finally. Finally. When Make for the lift at the center of this chamber. Come. Who is Delissa? So what is this? Oh, a thruster, maybe. Performing final checks on parts for the arc we're constructing. Even the smallest error can lead to a huge catastrophe, so we cannot be too careful. Snazzy, thank you. As a means of communing with the heart of the star, it is disappointingly mechanical in design. Am I the only one feeling terribly nervous? Surely not. I doubt there's anything worth worrying over. Not for Hyden's champion, at any rate. The Aether here is more brilliant than I have ever seen. They must employ a full cohort of engineers just to maintain the lifts. This doesn't strike me as particularly dangerous, unless one is afraid of lifts. Well, with the ship in the way, I didn't even notice this was here. I should hope that Master Fortuno has more to share ere sending anyone stumbling into the ethereal sea. As you all know, alongside our physical world exists an ethereal plane, what we refer to as the ethereal sea. At the heart of the star, the physical and ethereal are one and the same. Thus, the deeper we go, the easier it becomes to pass through said planes. We utilize this principle in constructing the anti-tower, once more here in Thalmazine. Oh! No sooner did the Forum decide that an exodus from the star would be necessary than it began work on this facility. Our work culminated in a device that allowed us to peer deeper into the ethereal sea than ever before, in search of Hydaelyn's ever fainter echoes. The Itioscope. And you communicate with her through this device. For a time, yes, but since the 7th Umbro calamity, it has been rare to hear even a whisper. If you wish to reach her, you must journey closer to the center of the star than we have ever dared, beyond the Itioscope. Even so, I make no guarantee that you will find her, nor of your safety. Not so deep in the ethereal sea. We understand. If we are to deliver this world, we have no choice but to try. I know. I only wish we could do more than observe your progress from afar. The Itioscope's ocular lens, by which we may peer into the ethereal sea without placing ourselves at hazard, lies above us. Through it, we can watch and guide you. In those swirling depths, there are pockets of aether so dense and turbulent that they can unravel one's soul. If we determine that you are at risk of coming into contact with such a pocket, we will recall you with teleportation magics. To that end, it would be best if one familiar with the composition of your souls remains here to assist in assessing said risk. Otherwise, there is an increased probability that we will extract you too early, or too late. Please allow me. I have thought upon this much, and in truth I do not believe that I am fit to join you in the trials ahead. The events at the Tower of Babel drained me, yes, but even before that, your capabilities far outstrip my own. This is no time to have a weak link in our vanguard, no matter how much you may wish it were otherwise. If I assist in the matter that Master Fortuno has laid out, however, I may still be of use. Will you trust in me to do so? I can think of none I'd trust more. Compared to all that effort you put into keeping us alive while our souls were in the first, preventing us from dissolving into aether on a single expedition ought to pose no challenge at all. And even if we did, I expect you would hunt us down and restore us to health somehow. You flatter me, but rest assured that I will be keeping a close eye on all of you. There is one more thing. Those in ages past referred to the ethereal sea as the underworld, our final resting place. In its embrace is memory washed away, leaving only the purity of one's soul, or so we believe. Yet what of these memories? If you think to ask what becomes of them, casts adrift on ethereal tides. Some theorize that they linger for some time. Those accomplished with strong sentiment in particular. In those depths, memories of the departed may even coalesce around you, for hatred or for love. Oh. Thus do I caution you to be wary, but also to have faith. Remember those who did gladly extend a hand to you, that they may lift you up once more. Goodness. Boom. The Itioscope now accessible. Let's do it. Deep in the heart of Labyrinthos lies its secret among secrets, the device through which the Sharlians have peered into the ethereal sea to learn Heidelin's secrets. With their bargain with the form fulfilled, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are poised to journey to the Iadoscope and beyond to beg her aid, but no depths are without their darkness. Wah. Small talk. I now understand why these facilities are so heavily guarded. If it fell into the wrong hands, the wisdom of Heidelin could be dangerous, it is true. However, that danger is not compared to what would result should the common folk en masse venture into the ethereal sea unprepared, which they most certainly would if they thought it would allow them to speak to the dead. Once that secret got out, no rational argument could dissuade people from wanting to see their loved ones, no matter how ephemeral the meeting. We have always tried to do the right thing, but we've not always been kind nor merciful. I should not be surprised if some few harbored resentment for us as they passed on. We must face those truths, and meet them as they come. Maybe our enemies are down there, but if we've beaten them once, we can beat them again. I'm more concerned about our meeting with Heidelin. We may find our truth, but what if... No, I would rather not think on it. Let us move on. I hope to guide you via the link pearl while you're inside, but given the density of the aether, I'm not sure how long the connection will hold. Even if you can't hear me, however, be assured that I am watching over you. If some part of them remains in the ethereal sea, do you think? Forgive me. That's not why we're here, and no matter what happens, she'll always be with us. With Rin, most of all. Oh, buddy. She'd tell us to live for the here and now, and do what must be done. And we will. I can't help but think of those who were transformed into beasts. Their aether dissolved into nothingness, their souls forever lost. Yet I dare say Fandania still wanders the ethereal sea, as do ancients who gave rise to Zodiac, setting in motion so many cataclysmic events. If there's a justice or morality at work that governs our fate, I do not know it, nor do I think any man ever will. If Hydaelyn be unwilling to, or unable to divulge Meteon's location, I shall see our comrades delivered to the moon, one and all. Pray, however, that this eventuality doth not come to pass. While ever a sliver of hope remaineth, we must needs fight on. I've seen more than enough death in my time. Friends, enemies, far too many to count. Once revenge was all I lived for. All that hate, all that anger. What good did it do? None, that's what. Way I see it, there's no point living for the past. It's the present that needs protecting. Yeah! Oh. Once you're below, you should proceed through the Itioscope to the central observatory. That is where the objective lens is located. We can manipulate it to direct an ethereal current deeper into the sea. Though I shall assist you in every way possible, this is your journey to make. When you are ready, I bid you step forth. Oh, goodness. No new titles. God, I have a ton of titles. If I'm gonna wait anyway, I want to check on some things while I have the little bit of time. Hold up. I can walk. Doesn't matter. Take a boat, then take an airship. At least it won't be 1,000. Plus, I got time to make up anyway. Though I might still take the thing here. Oh, wait. I don't have the ability to fly yet. What am I missing? Forget where I find. Ah, there we go. In travel, makes sense. Right, there we go. Labyrinthos. I'm missing. Oh. Oh, there's just one out in the open that I missed. Wow, I'm dumb. Cool. I'll need to do that once I'm done with this, eventually. Great! Super. It's fine, though. We're in. The Northern Empty. The IKEA-scope. The IKEA-scope.
All seems in order with the lens, and I trust you can hear me. Those things are pure malcontent, the residue of lives unfulfilled. Oh, God. Hilbert, oh gosh. God, he's tough. The memory of the Principal Scion takes form. Gotta take this from me. Olivia the Undeterred. Follow people. Oh, I'm glad I followed people.
Oh, gosh darn it. I am not entirely sure where those... Oh, is it the tails? I should be between the tails, I suppose? Okay, I see it now. I was just very blind before. Wish I could zoom out a little bit more. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting distracted a little bit by the summons. Just a little bit. The summons, the spirits.
I'm losing you.
Whoa. Archon's memory. In a rush of familiar delight, the memory of a kind-hearted knight takes form. Aww. Oh! Oh! God damn it. My life belongs to the Empire, and death I shall serve. Oh, it was the Garlean shield dude from back in A Realm Reborn. Oh, no thank you. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. What am I? Oh, okay. Whew, okay. I see. I see. I see. I see how it is. The heck am I looking at? one in particular we're beating up? Again, I fail you. Whee! Did better on that one, although I still don't know how to break the walls. I don't know how to break the walls down. Minfilia! Oh, Minfilia! She's walking with us. Sinking regret. Oh, alright. What's this big... Who be ye?
Is as far as you go.
Fan Daniel! Sundered Soul. Oh, Amon the Undying. How many times are we gonna fight Amon?
Many faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far. You will persist in this folly no longer.
What am I looking at? Okay. Ow, that hurt.
Let the curtains rise for the main attraction.
Oh, okay. I think I. Uh-oh. I think I barely survived. I think I'm safe here. Yeah. Alright. Ow! Oh God, why? Why do I do that? Limit break! Take that on! I was shit at the first fight, but I didn't die throughout the rest.
All lies! Your dreams, your hopes, your futures, delusions and lies!
Back off, Amon. Uh-oh. This is a good dungeon. I like it. I like those fights. I was a little late in learning the first one, but in the end I did get it. I still don't know how to break the walls in the second fight. Ooh, healer. Healer, thank you. Always thank the healer. Best. Tiny troll? I need it. Oh, I have tamed the tiny troll! Yay! Oh, they break on their own. I gotta figure out what breaks first. Okay. Oh.
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
I don't like that.
Leave this to him.
Come to deal the coup de grace. Good. Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
Do you recall your days as Hermes?
How would you know that name? Then it was you. In Elpis. With them at Suck. The final pieces fall into place. In my halcyon days, as the mortal Ammon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought.
In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul. Death failed to expunge them, no matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to the next. I wonder, is Emet-Selch adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis? How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amarok in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly! But make no mistake. My life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end. I have lived. I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth. I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world, his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall, to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death. So I ask you, why live at all? We betray, we torment, we murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception. If life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery? Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand. It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution! That is my truth, my answer to the question, and yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end? Was this the only way? After all these years. Is this the answer I was hoping for?
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last. Fandaniel, still clinging to existence, I see. You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I. We prisoners to men, watching as the world turns. Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, dancing to another's tune.
Is that Arsahi?
How very astute. But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you. Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist. But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos. I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance. Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus. Even should you be reborn, your desperate search for answers must start again.
Aww. Next time we'll find the answer together.
Even here, even now, you have every right to hate me. For the fool I was. For the monster I became.
I know, I hate Asais.
But I will not beg forgiveness. The tale of Hermes, the man who knew so much, yet understood so little, ends here.
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Likewise, I pray we do not meet again.
You had better hope not.
Come. Hydaelyn is waiting.
He's so sassy, you're not wrong. Oh. I don't like the looks of the platform we're on. Okay, this is fine.
Brave travelers, I welcome you.
Oh. Hi. You look different. We meet again, Vana.
I see. Thou didst journey unto Elpis. of time converge. I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days. But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteon, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute. Where emotion and memory govern all, ether will avail you naught. Meteon hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said, once. After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear. I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless? That our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Atheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteon reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being, and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength and purpose and hope. As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong. Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light. For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched. The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure, As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse.
She's been watching us all along.
And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope. For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey. You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high. Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy.
Here it is. What do we need to do? Hark? I love this game so much. It's oh god damn it! No!
Nigh impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance. As the will of the star, I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you doth crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself? Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to.
I've already done it against
You must
against Zodiac.
And never return.
Oh my gosh.
Prepare yourselves.
Prove ourselves worthy, then. Sounds straightforward enough.
He's so ready for it.
Aye. No room for confusion there.
Oh god.
In any case, we've come too far to back down now.
God damn it. Grandpa and Dad, I gotta fuck. Mom.
What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
Oh no.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day. Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
No wins from the twins.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
Oh god. Oh, the Mother Crystal now accessible. I'm assuming this is a trial. During this quest and when using the duty support system, you have the opportunity to undertake this trial with a party of scions. Some of these allies' roles will differ from those you are normally able to select. Additionally, you may now enter the Etioscope with a party of NPC avatars. Okay, I get it. Yes, yes. Open trust interface. Oh god. small talk. Hey, let's have some small talk before this. Never. Never in the past, present, or future have I found only happiness. Oh, to live is to ever beset by hardships great and small. Yet it is an adversity to find the strength to strive for the next moment of peace and the next, no matter what trials we face. By this strength have the will of gods been defied and the fortunes of men been forever changed. Yet it be so again this day. What? Surprised to hear me and love mentioned in the same breath? I've not a heart of stone. Even in my darkest hour there are people I cared for. Mentors, comrades, that mad woman who gave her life for us. Then you and Alfner threw my eyes off a bridge, and I've never known peace since. Oh, the music! If strength is courage to confront your failings and accept that you are worthy of another chance, to rise from the ashes while the fires still burn, bloodied but unbowed, then my friends have made me strong. Should we bring our singular talents to bear as one, even gods may fall. Nevertheless, I prithee, throw thyself not into peril, lest our curative resources be spent. From the ruins of a sundered paradise did she rise, to grant this star new life. As its will, long as has she labored to guide her children. Make no mistake, this trial puts to proof Heidelin's own faith. We could do. Oh no! We can do that. Yeah. Let me invite you. Just give me a second. Pain and despair. Aye, we're old friends. I've lost count of the times I've cursed my own powerlessness. But it's the blessed moments in between that I choose to hold into my heart. Memories and possibilities. I fight to keep these things alive. Macphilian Rin. To say nothing of you lot, I know, would never settle for this. Social. Dreams. Wah. Yeah. I threw out the invite. Emic self called us incomplete. Pitiful creatures, he said. And maybe we are. Pain, grief, fear. They walk with us wherever we go. But we proved to him that we deserve to live, and we'll prove it to Heidelin, Medion, to the universe itself, if we must. I love this game so much. God damn it. What am I gonna do when this eventually ends? Unable to read a different party category is already selected. Oh, so not. Get out of here. There we go. Join. Goddess of Light, Will of the Star, Heidelin. From the far reaches of the ethereal sea, has she ever called you? And at last you meet, face to face. Though the scions would traverse the great expanse in search of Medion to forestall the final days, you must first rise to meet her challenge and prove yourself equal to the task. Oh gosh. Oh god. Well, we got one party ready, we just need another party now. Oh, but we could have done this with a whole party of scions if we wanted to as well. Oh gosh, that's cool. I like that a lot too. Oh gosh. It is twice in this stream that this game has got me teary-eyed. goodness. Come on, Gabe. We just need one more party. Come on. Oh, goodness. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Give me just a second. I should be back before any of the duty stuff happens, so you just... Never mind! Freak it! Commence! Let's go! Oh god! Some people skip the story to get to the content, and I'm baffled, but the content is the story! I don't get that either! Come on, people. Oh gosh. Question mark, question mark, question mark. The Mother Crystal. Divine Light. Heidelin.
I, the last of my kind, shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth.
I'm not ready! Oh god, okay.
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate? The change of arms. May the test continue. We're near or far.
Ow!
And now this.
What's she doing? Dawn Mantle?
Light unyielding.
Again, ow! And down I go, okay. Oh no. Red and green, out blue cross. Okay.
By blade.
Well, shoot. I am so sorry.
Light unyielding. By blade. Crystals of light, to me. Here. The soul of creation's end.
I don't know why I'm doing so badly.
the sorrow of hope's demise. Think. And find your way in the darkness.
I don't know why I'm playing so wonkly today!
Follow your light. Or fly, my children, and never look back.
Ow!
Then you are resolved. But this test is far from over. My crystal's light. We're near or far. We're high or low.
Ooh! Oh! Oh, no, 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 no. Ah!
Light unyielding. Refulgence eternal.
Am I where I need to be? Okay, I am. Okay. Easiest. I'm sorry, that was a little bit confusing. What was it?
By blade. Succumb not to fear. Light unyielding.
I don't quite get that one. I get, again, running from each other when we're, like, getting the marker on us. My main thing is the hit before that. I don't know what I'm getting hit by. I'm sorry if this is frustrating for people. I'm trying to learn and figure out what I'm doing wrong, what I'm getting hit by. Seems like that. Okay. Marker. I get hit, and then I don't know. I don't know how to not get hit by that. The color mechanics go first. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up. Once we're done with this, I'm gonna have to look it up. Oh god, everybody. Oh god, everybody. Well, thank you.
Light unyielding.
Alright, 5% was it, right? The end. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking this fight up. Once I'm done with this. I am so sorry. I am so sorry I did so poorly on that.
At last, man has the strength to.
She puts colored sigils near her wings, and we'll put those on before the circle mechanics go off. So I need to do the color before the circle. Okay.
No, this can't be happening.
Red means run in under her. Okay, that's why I fricked up.
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment. It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis. Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled, to deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought. When confronted with the almighty Zodiac, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations, surpassed me. I entrust the fate of the universe unto you. This crystal contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars. Deliver it unto the Loporrits. They will guide you to her.
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, there is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
Of course.
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized.
Oh, God, we're gonna... Okay.
They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it hath become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature. The Mother Crystal, our final hope. Alas, I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope. I have a gift for thee. Come closer. Long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star. Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on. Though the world world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned. Thine unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire. As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift. Thou dost possess the crystal of Azum, yes? As Heidelin, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. The laws which impart stability to existence itself. I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, or it will not last indefinitely.
Oh, shoot.
As thou hast seen on thy journey through the ethereal sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance. It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azum's invocations and give them life. So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself. These were the words of the crystal's original bearer. With that, my work is finished. Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of oblivion. Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over.
We'll find our way, Vanilla. Oh, no!
Of this, I have no doubt. For yours is a light brilliant.
Oh, come on now!
Long after I have gone, though not even my soul remaineth, my love will be with you forever, my dearest children.
God damn, this game is so much. How dare it make us feel emotions again. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. And pick this back up tomorrow. Are we already almost done? It feels like this expansion's just begun. Are you feeling and thinking yet, shit? At least 2 out of the 3. At least 2 of the 3 I am. definitely feeling. I have troubles with the thinking part. A little bit with the hearing as well, but Thank you, Lucian, for joining me on that and being a... I'm sorry for being a bother. My gosh. I'm excited to get to more of this and chasing after Medion, I suppose. Gosh. I just feel drained right now. Mom Extreme is so fun but so painful. Oh my gosh. I haven't even done any of the extremes, I don't think. I mean, technically, I think I did, like, the extreme trials of, like, the primals, because I think I had to for, like, some of the main quests. Or at least one, at the very least, I think. But I've not, like, gone out of my way to do them. I should, I guess, huh? I'm just not very good at being where I need to be. Oh, I had to do the hard modes, not the extremes. Oh, okay, that's fair, that's fair, that's fair. Okay, okay. Extreme's just a little harder, right? Gosh, do I even have any of the extremes accessible for anything? I have Savage. But no extremes. Well, I guess they'd be trials, wouldn't they? Okay, I do have the high-end trials for Shadowbringers, the extremes. Dancing Plague, Crown of Immaculity. Or the Crown of the Immaculate, I guess. Hades Elegy, Cinderdrift, Seed of Sacrifice, Castamarinium in the Cloud deck. Oh, really fun! I bet. I don't know. I only have the Ultima's Bane, and I don't think we did that. At least from A Realm Reborn. Yeah, I didn't... If they're the ones that I have to get from the inn in Maldona, I have not even started any of those. I do have the Extreme Heavensward. I think I have the Extreme for everything. Oh, no, I don't. I don't even have it for Stormblood. I don't know where to get the Extremes for Stormblood, then. There has to be more. Oh, and the only one that I have is literally for the Rathalos. Oh, gosh. Eventually, I'll dabble in them. I must have, did I? Oh, shoot. Oh. I don't remember doing it. Okay. Hey, works. I guess I did the extremes of these as well. Again, I don't remember. Oh, I now remember for these. I thought I needed to do the extremes for something. And you had to let me know that no, actually you don't. Okay, that's good to know. My gosh. Like I said, my memory is not the greatest. One day you'll drag me through to get all the ponies and burbs, and maybe the wolves. Oh, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, speaking of... Oh, not that. Boop. I got a little tiny troll buddy. Heck yeah! Alright, naming way. I'm putting you aside for... Tiny Troll. Originally an inhabitant of Labyrinthos, this inquisitive young troll snuck into the Aiatoscope, where it fell into the ethereal sea! There it met the souls of its ancestors, an experience that saw it mature beyond its tender years. Oh my gosh! Little buddy! He has seen things. Depending on how far into Evercold you are, maybe the Gwibs too. I have Gwibs. Maybe. I will say, hopefully I'll be able to get into Evercold along with all of you. I don't know how much of Dawn Trail, there we go. Dawn Trail there is if I'm gonna be able to catch up. Hopefully I can, but I don't know. Again, it feels like I'm coming to a close, at least with the... with the base expansion. I know there's the later bits of the expansion still, but at least for the main bit, it feels like I'm getting close to the end. Oh well. Anyway, I've got to go, have to get ready for work. I'm already a little behind, but it's fine. I should be good. Thank you again, Lucian. I appreciate you again for sticking with me. And thank you, Vanilla, for stopping by earlier. I hope you're doing well. Alrighty, so I should be back tomorrow. I don't think anything's changed. I don't have any plans, I don't think. Still work tomorrow, but besides that, putting that aside, I think should be normal. So we'll see if we can get to Medion next time. I don't know. We'll see. But until then... Oh, and definitely I'm going to go in search of the Aether stream. I have one final Aether stream that I need to get to for a year that I'm missing. That is... 442 yawns? Wait, can I just get this? I might just grab this if I can. If it's in this area. If I'm lucky and it's in this area, I'll grab it. Yeah, I gotta go farther south. Yeah. I don't want to forget about it, you know? Sorry. Might be here. Please don't be high up. Gonna have to go here. actually, if you're still there, there is a question that I have that I don't think I've asked. With all the updates and stuff, and with Evercold coming out, have they mentioned at all anything about any new, like, housing yet? Or is that still something up in the air? Again, I've not really looked into Evercold, or even with, like, some of the end-game Dawn Trail that's going on now, so I don't know if they've talked more about housing and such. That is something I am curious about. No housing updates as far as we know? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I did that and I didn't even pay attention to where it was telling me. Okay, to the... Ow. I'm blind. Thanks for letting me know, though. There we go! Labyrinthos, 8th Current Attunement. Woo! Free bird! Alright. Now we'll call it. Until next time, thank you all once again very, very much. I appreciate it. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your evening, whichever it may be, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.